Good morning, YouTube. It's me, Positively Udo. I'm in my car. It's really early in the morning. I went to sleep. I fell asleep really early. Like, I was just trying to take a nap and I just ended up sleeping. And things feel really good right now. Like, when you wake up super early in the morning and it's still dark, it feels so good. Like, there's no one around, guilt-free, binge watch, whatever you want to watch. And I was thinking about how lately I've been feeling, honestly, I haven't been feeling good. And I have this tendency to get obsessed with a goal. And because I'm obsessed with that goal, I can't think about anything else. I just can't. I can't think about meditating, exercising, eating right, drinking water. I can't think about seeing people, I can't think about things when I'm obsessed. And here's what usually ends up happening. I would say a quarter of the time I achieve my goal. A quarter of the time when I'm obsessed, ignoring everything else in life, 25% of the time I hit my goal. What happens the other 75% of the time is I don't hit my goal and I feel like crap, and I just continue this cycle of I just got to focus even more, be more obsessed, which doesn't work. And the reason why it doesn't work is because just not effective. You're just not productive. It's like that law that says, however much time you give somebody to do something, they will take up all of that time. So why not tell somebody to get something done in an hour versus giving them 10 hours? And the reason why is because humans just tend to procrastinate. Okay? So why don't you procrastinate for 50 minutes and then get it done, and then it's done in an hour rather than procrastinating for 9 hours. You know what I'm saying? So I just came from this big event that my company had. Oh my gosh, the announcement was ridiculous. Guess who we're seeing in Las Vegas? Guess! You can't even guess. Billy Beane, the guy from Moneyball, the guy who revolutionized the baseball industry. Jordan Peterson. Okay. George W. Bush. Kobe Bryant. Ridiculous lineup. Ridiculous. The tickets are sold out, by the way. The only way that, and usually I give people discounts and stuff like that, but the only way you're even thinking about getting into that room is if you privately message me or something like that. But anyway, that's beside the point. Ridiculous event. But what ended up happening is I met up with these girls that are just killing it. They're just killing it. And I'm like, okay, tell me your story. Like, how are you guys doing this? These women work full-time jobs, full-time demanding engineering jobs. They see patients, they see clients, they travel, consultants. They work like 50, 60 hours a week at their job, and they still kill it with their side business, getting to the point where they can totally replace the income from their engineering job. I'm like, what are you doing? Why am I like sacrificing exercise, like an hour to exercise and 20 minutes to meditate, and why am I and like trying to spend less time doing other things? Why am I ignoring things that have been beneficial for me up to this point to tell myself that I'm just 100% focused on this goal when these other women have children? They have high, like, executive level jobs, and they get even more than me. Their kids are fed, their boss is profitable, and their own business is growing. What's the difference? And I used to say, well, I have attention deficit disorder. I have ADHD. I get depressed. I used to have all these excuses, and I've seen what I have been able to do despite these excuses. I've been able to do things that I did not believe I could do, even with these excuses. So that limiting belief is gone. And these women just opened my eyes to, I'm capable of so much more. The thing is, I have medications that work fairly well. They work decent. And when you have mental health issues, the things that I've been ignoring, you just can't. You just can't. You just can't. You just can't. Like, you just can't. You can't. So if these women have found time to take care of their 4 children, one of these women have 4 kids, take care of their husbands, take care of their home, take care of their jobs that they will soon be leaving, why can't I just at least take care of my own self? So I'm recommitting to this healthy lifestyle kick that I used to have, and I'm not even trying to be perfect, right? The mistake I made in the past was like, oh, I'm gonna drink a gallon of water a day and I'm gonna meditate for an hour. I used to like just go to the max. I'm not gonna go to the max. I'm not gonna be perfect, but I'm going to be better than what I was before, because there's no point in continuing to live life so mediocre. There's no point. So what does that entail? The things that I've been mentioning on here, I've mentioned, going for a run, exercising. I've mentioned meditation. I don't know if I mentioned it on the channel, but drinking plenty of water, like what happens when you actually do drink a lot of water. Increasing my fruits and vegetable intake. All this stuff. And I'm just taking it one step at a time, but being deadly committed to it. And I would love to start waking up early, because this is so amazing. This is amazing, but I wonder, how will my life change if I start to really take these type of things seriously, following a schedule. All of these things that used to be difficult for me to maintain, and just do it because people are doing that and then some. There are chairmen of the company that deal with thousands of people on a weekly basis. And they have kids and they have everything. And you could say, well, they're rich, so they can afford help or whatever. They don't really, compared to other, like when you look at what other CEOs have compared to what the chairmen that I'm talking about have, they don't really have that much help. They don't have as much help as they really should get. And they still out me. They still out exercise me, out meditate. They still do all these things. Tony Robbins, who I know he's in a scandal lately, which is a very stupid scandal. If you haven't heard about it, just Google it and see just look for yourself how dumb it is. But what he's able to do, what all these high power people do, I don't do. And you have to be it before you are it. Act as if. So what if I acted as if? What if I acted as if? So that's what I plan to do. My head is full. My head is so full. And this feels like a New Year's resolution, where you're like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then like 6 weeks later, you're not doing it. But, my life has got to change. When you make a decision, you make a decision. So that's what I'm doing.